All right. What I'd really like to talk about now is a very useful tool to cope with life's events that arise. It's called the Six Heart Virtues. A rather mysterious gentleman by the name of James, for whom there is only one line drawing in pencil. There are no photos. I can't really say anything about him except that this is one of the gifts he brought. And the essence of it is that divine love is the center of a six-pointed star. And each of these qualities of our human condition are what empower that star and give us the capacity to cope with what arises. So the base one is humility, the human ability to own that something that comes into our life's experience is not somebody else's fault or any other form of judgment. It's simply, that's what's here now. And it can be, oh, I've just lost my job. That damn boss, ... No. Okay, I've lost my job. So I have to start again. Sitting with that. But how do you sit with it? You use the other tools to get there. So the next one on the side is I forgive. And now to find the power to forgive self or other, you employ valor. And valor used to be known and used a lot, but our concertinaed language and a convenience for texting, the best way that I can describe valor is graceful courage. That when you have a challenge arising, you choose to find the courage to face that problem, so-called, by gracefully accepting that, well, okay, I lost my job, so apparently the boss decided I wasn't good enough, or he couldn't afford to keep me. Whatever it was, I'm going to have to start again. So you find that understanding and compassion empower the forgiveness. I can understand that his business was going backwards, he wasn't selling enough product, so he couldn't afford to keep paying the wages. So, poor boss, he must be in a really terrible state himself. Compassion is fueled by understanding. Compassion fuels forgiveness. Equally, choosing to use forgiveness in a situation allows you to understand what's going on behind it, and therefore to have that compassion for your partner, your boss, some person you had an argument with at work, whatever it was. And on top of these, the sixth star is appreciation. So you can come to a place of appreciation when you're using the other virtues to reach divine love. I appreciate that my boss could not keep me working for him anymore because I understand that his business is going backwards. So I have compassion for him, which allows me to find forgiveness that it's going to make my life a bit difficult till I get a new income stream. So I'm going to sit in humility with this and go, maybe this is an opportunity to find a job which I really want to do more than I did with the last one. Maybe it's time to downsize where I live. All sorts of opportunities arise when you're employing these virtues. So when you choose to consider this as your toolkit, of course there are many other things you could call, like beauty is another possibility, but really these six cover all situations, and other qualities, virtuous ways to live life, arise out of, are subsets of these key aspects. So you might like to concentrate on, what does graceful courage look like, feel like? You can make a meditation out of simply choosing one of those virtues, sitting quietly, eyes shut, breathing slowly, and simply intoning humility. Humility. Let the feeling, as well as the concept, the heart and the mind, come into coherence about the fact that this isn't just a word, but it's an action, and it's an action which informs that divine heart in the center, so that you can inhabit the divine heart whatever situation arises. It was the one process that helped me come out of a deeply depressive state after the sudden and shocking loss of, I thought, the relationship that I'd be in for the rest of my life. Using those virtues allowed me to find the humility to accept the situation, to therefore contemplate, to find the understanding that her choice was not just I wasn't good enough, it was a combination of situations that she had to find strength of character, graceful courage to move on, to donate her life to looking after her grandchildren at that particular time. In a different state, a different scenario. There's a very beautiful gift in practicing the 6 heart virtues. I invite you to play with it, to explore it, and to understand, for this image that you will receive that goes with it, it sits on my wall writ large. It's a very powerful and useful tool for anything that arises in life.